seems like drama just seems to start whenever somebody is getting married. We've had so much wedding drama on here. Bridesmaid dresses going crazy. Bridesmaids going crazy. Brides going crazy. Something always happens when a wedding is coming up, and that is also what is happening in today's story. This is, I want to say, Laureen over on TikTok, Laureen Johns, and she has this very interesting story about stalking. Listen, stalking's crazy because no one can do anything about it, or no one does anything about it until it's too late. So stalking is a very serious situation, right? I've had a few strange things happen to me. I wouldn't call them stalking, but you know what? Sometimes what people think can be a very kind gesture, or something they see as like very supportive, can come across a little bit frightening. But it all depends on context and what's really happening, you know? It can be a crazy time. Okay, let's take a look at Laureen's story. I'm so sorry. It could be Lauren E. Subscribe if you have not already. Give this video a thumbs up. Listen, more people who watch this channel aren't subscribed. So please hit that subscribe button. We are aiming for 5 videos a week on this channel, looking at all things that are happening from all over the internet. We have some crazy ones coming up. I've seen some titles. I'm like, what? Okay. Let's get into it.
Story time on how I made my wedding website and have been stalked and harassed for the past 3 months. Made my wedding website on Zola and started receiving phone calls to my workplace.
Okay, so as far as I know, a wedding website is like somewhere where your guests can go. Maybe they can RSVP, maybe they can like request a song that they want the DJ to play. Maybe there is dietary requirements, things like that, and it has all the information about your wedding and what you're going to do. Usually though, people can only find it when they're sent it.
These phone calls were from a girl named Sarah, and she works for United Here Local 1. This is based out of in Chicago, and it is a union. At first I kind of thought this was a scam or some type of spam situation because it didn't seem real, so I kind of left it at that. And then she started calling my personal phone and then my friends and my friends' workplaces.
Okay, but how did she get this information? I'm just thinking, because there is an RSVP like section to wedding websites, right? So the people put in their names and yes, we can come, me and +1 or me and someone else. And sometimes they do ask for contact details, like an email address or a phone number.
This was getting out of hand, so I did call Sarah back and I was just very polite, asking them to please stop contacting me and my friends and family.
That's very good of you to be so polite. I'll be like, get the...
I thought it was going to end there because I didn't hear from them for multiple weeks, but then they show up to my workplace with a large banner.
For what?
Here is...
Okay, this sign says, tell Lauren Johnson to boycott Doubletree Hotel South Bend. So I guess Doubletree Hotel is where she's having her wedding?
It's what the banner showed right outside my work.
What?
I was traumatized, I was scared, and really confused. This is the flyer they were handing out. This has all my personal information on it, so I am blocking it out.
I'm sorry. So she has gone to book her wedding at the Doubletree Hilton. It's a Hilton hotel, right? And somebody has taken it upon themselves to target her wedding and be like, tell her to boycott it. Which maybe they could have contacted her themselves and be like, I have concerns about this company. Maybe you should too. Okay, to make a banner and then to print out flyers and hand them to people. This is on another level of crazy. This is absolutely insane.
But they wanted me to boycott a hotel I had recommended on my wedding website.
Okay, so sorry to keep pausing it. So it's not where she's having the wedding. It's a hotel nearby that she's recommended for her guests to stay in.
Now, I was really confused on the whole situation and didn't know what to do because I am not a union member, but I do support union workers. I have a lot of friends and family that are union workers. They stated they were not going to leave until I took down the hotel on my wedding website that I thought was private but was public. I did eventually take down that hotel because I wanted them to leave my workplace.
Yeah.
Once I took it down, they did leave after an hour and a half. Now, to let you guys know, The hotel is still down and I have not put it back up, but I did make my wedding website private with a password because I don't want them to have my information and where I'm going to be having my wedding since they already decided to show up to my work.
I mean, if they're going to show up at your work, they might also show up your wedding. You need to hire security because that's crazy. I'll be interested to know what the boycott situation is, why they are so intent on that, and where they got this information from that she was recommending this hotel for her friends and family to stay at for her wedding. This is wild. Like, I get, like, protest, right? But this is a lot.
Well, it didn't stop there. They sent me a letter another 3 weeks later saying that demanding they wanted the password to my wedding website to make sure that it was still down. After this, I was very upset, so I sent them a cease and desist, and I made a police report.
Good.
Now, doing this, they started sending out fake wedding invitations for me and my fiance's wedding that is coming up in July, basically mocking our wedding, saying, say no, boycott the DoubleTree Hotel in South Bend.
This is too much. This is too much. Okay, so this is the fake wedding invite. Lauren Johnson and Tyler Bradley wedding. The date. Join the DoubleTree South Bend Hotel boycott. Love is a choice. So is standing with workers. Say I don't to this union boycotted hotel. Together united. This is too much. I get you want to boycott this hotel, something happened to you, the staff, whatever. But just because they have not booked a room there, they were recommending the room to their friends and family. Are they doing this to everyone? How did they find this website? How did they find her own personal private wedding website? I'm baffled. And why you would go to this much extent. You're angry at the hotel, not at some random lady who doesn't know why you're boycotting this hotel. Oh, weird.
Here is what my family members were receiving in the mail. Basically a fake wedding invitation. I was furious. My dad got one. He was furious. So my family members ended up calling the Unite Here Local 1 in Chicago, trying to figure out why they were doing what they were doing. They basically said it had nothing to do with me, but they were not going to stop until they received the password to my wedding website.
That's crazy. But this is harassment. Why have they targeted just her?
Now, I know that I could just give them the website password and it would just be over with, but that's not the point.
Yeah.
The point is that I am not a union member and I have nothing to do with this hotel. It was just a recommendation listed on my wedding website. I don't have block-offs for the hotel. I'm not having my wedding at the hotel. It's simply just a recommendation because it's the closest hotel. But again, I already took it down when they showed up to my workplace with a banner. So it hasn't been up since then, but they have to have proof. I made another police report stating this, and I made a very big Facebook post and it went viral. I just had an interview with WSBT News to let everyone know about my story, and if anyone is having a similar situation with a union or any type of union, you are not alone. I am hoping to spread the word so that other people who are going through a similar situation know what to do. Send your cease and desists. Make sure you report everything via police, and then also document everything.
And yeah, you can report everything, but bear in mind as well, police often don't do much.
Here is my story on WSBT. You guys can go check it out. Thank you.
Okay, so she's made a private wedding page. All she did was recommend this hotel. And now these people, I just had to find them on TikTok. On TikTok, they're called Unite Here Local 1. And they only have 3 videos, but they have like a lot of views. So there's like 80,000, 10,000, 20.5 thousand. But if you go to the one that has the most views, it's basically a lot of people talking about Lauren here. Someone says, I can't wait to stay at Hilton DoubleTree. Someone says, which key leader is Sarah? That's the one who's been doing all this harassment. Everyone's just saying, leave Lauren alone. Leave Lauren alone. Oh, so this is Sarah. Interesting, Sarah Lyons. So everyone is in the same kind of frame of mind. Listen, unions, great. Love them. Let's make sure people don't actually take the piss out of us, you know, and we're treated right in work. However, don't fight the little person because the big person isn't listening. You know what I mean?
Hey guys, I wanted to quickly get on here and just say I am so thankful for all of you guys and the positive messages. I am taking it day by day and my story is getting out there, and there are other brides that are going through similar situations as I am. So I'm
Really?
just glad I came forward because I'm not the only one. Now, in a lot of my comments, a lot of lawyers were saying that they would take the case if they were in my state. So if any of you guys have any Indiana lawyers that are listening in or have heard my story, please reach out to me because I am just looking for advice, not really knowing what to do in my situation, as I don't know if anyone would, but I just want to thank you guys and thank you for my friends and family who have been helping me, and you guys are the best. Thank you.
Yeah, I would still contact a lawyer, even if it was for more than just advice. I'd be like, let's do whatever we can to make sure that these people stop. It's harassment. It's really bad. I get you're trying to do something, but harassing somebody who can't do anything else is it's stupid. Okay, so the last update on this was only 3 days ago, and today is the date of today is Friday. Oh, this is literally going out the day I do this. 3 days ago, she said, "I just want to thank everyone who has supported us through this hard and crazy time. My fiance and I have taken legal action and will give you guys an update when I can. Thank you." And she says in a caption, "It's been a long 4 months. 4 months is crazy. Maybe I should do like an updates video where we look at some of the videos like this and see if there's been an update, but I will keep an eye on that because I really just want them to leave her alone and have them understand that this is really, quite frankly, weird and unacceptable behavior. What would have been maybe nicer is saying to the bride, listen, I work for this union, just so you know, we are unionizing outside the front of a hotel because they have done this to their staff. You might not want your family members to stay there because we will be outside making the ruckus, standing our ground, doing what we need to do, whatever it is they are doing." That maybe would have been a nicer, like, just so you know, we know it's your wedding day, one of the most important days of your life. We don't want to ruin it for you, although apparently they do. Here's a little bit of advice, you know what I mean? Let me know your opinions down below. What would you do if somebody started sending out fake invites from you? I would, you know what? I'd be like, name and address. Please meet me outside this person's house. I'm gonna do something crazy. I wouldn't. I would just want the discussion with the person and the person. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.